Welcome to the Titanic virtual reality experience. So, what am I gonna do? This is gonna be so amazing. What the? This is taking forever to load. It takes forever to load. There we go. There we go. Let's do this. If it's going too fast, then pause the video to read it.
Anything like this before?
Yeah, Bismarck as a grad student, and Lusitania on vacation a couple of years back.
Hell of a resume.
Alright, I've reached the seabed. Can't see much.
You're still a couple of 100 meters out, and back to manual control. Shall we run an equipment test?
Sure, let's do this by the book.
Alright, let's run through the submersible controls on your wireless controller. If you hold down the circle button, a control diagram will appear in front of you. You can operate the submersible using these controls on your controller.
Okay.
You can move the submersible forward, back, left, and right using the left stick. To make the submersible ascend and descend, push up or down on the right stick. The right stick also controls the sub's rotation left and right.
Great. How do I interact with objects?
You can interact with objects in the submersible by holding down the L2 button and then looking around with your right stick. When you look at an object you can interact with, a green circle will appear. Then just press the cross button. If you ever get stuck, just hold down the circle button again to bring up the controls diagram. Right, now we'll move on to the map and missions. You'll see in the middle of the console in front of you is a map. It shows your current location as a blue pointer at the bottom of the screen. As you approach the wreck, it will slowly appear on the map. The yellow icon is your current goal location, so you know where you should be heading. I'll update the map and your goal locations as we go through contracts.
Right.
The screen just to the left of the console displays the mission log. It shows your current goal task. So if you aren't sure what you should be doing or looking for, check the mission log and map for more information. Okay, you'd better place a marker before we head too far. Interact with the button next to the map to place one.
Marker's been placed.
You can
Right.
head
I
towards
should
the
get my
bow.
lights ready now that I'm getting close to the bow.
I had a call from on.
You can control the
Problem?
movement of...
No, all fine. Just voicing her excitement about us finally diving. Said she's looking forward to seeing what we can do. I've set up a call for 8 p.m. this evening.
For $45,000 a day, let's just hope we find something.
Never mind the money. My doctorate is riding on this.
Whoa.
There's something you don't see every day.
She's a beauty.
Okay, first things first. We've got a contract with the Titanic Society to place their commemorative plaque on the forecastle deck. Get yourself into position.
All right.
Shit.
Coming up to it now.
You'll need the Predator for this task.
Ah, the ROV.
Yep, courtesy of Flight Avionics and the latest in augmented reality technology. If you look up, you'll find a set of VR goggles and a control panel.
To deploy the ROV, hold down the L2 button and look...
The controls to maneuver the Predator are the same as the submersible. Make your way over to the plaques already laying on the deck, and remember that the range is only up to 15 meters. The advantage of driving without an umbilical.
Is there any way to boost the signal?
Yeah, but we need to upgrade the deep-sea transmitter, and they don't come cheap. The generosity of our sponsors and UNS funding only goes so far. If we complete these contract jobs, we might just be able to afford some upgrades.
What happens if I go out of range?
The automatic recall kicks in. ROV comes straight back to the sub.
I'm here.
Great. The plaque we're placing is in the Predator's inventory. You can access it through the menu.
Ah, how do I open the menu?
You can open the menu by pressing and releasing the info button. While in the menu, you can check your map and mission log and access the inventory. To interact with items in the inventory, hold down the L2 button and look at an item to highlight it. Press the cross button to select.
Okay, I'll place the plaque down on top of the flashing beacon. I'll take a photograph with the onboard camera for the Society.
Great idea. They'll appreciate that. You can access the camera through the ROV inventory. Open up the menu again and select the camera icon from the inventory screen.
Press the cross button to take a photograph. You can get out of camera mode by pressing and releasing the info button again.
Done. I'll head back to Sedna.
No need. Just press the triangle button on your controller. This is the return button.
Now you're back in the sub. Recall the ROV by pressing the button next to the ROV goggles. It's above you on the right.
Where to now?
Hull breach on E-deck. I'll mark it on your map.
We're heading for his cabin, right?
That's right. Eyewitness testimony said Henderson kept a journal. It should tell us more about his activities on the final night.
I presume I'm looking for some kind of trunk.
Henderson had a briefcase listed on the manifest. With any luck, it's still in his room.
This is amazing. This is so amazing. It's like as if I was actually there.
Just remember what I said about these new ROVs. The range is only up to 15 meters.
So I passed our destination. Whoopsies. It's okay, I get a good look at the ship. This is amazing. I thought the graphics would be bad, but I was wrong. This is actually really cool. It's so realistic looking.
Doing this.
$45,000 a day at sea.
No, I know, but that just about covers the costs of the expedition. I meant, like, why are we taking the...
Hired us.
Because we're academics?
Yes, but more specifically, we respect the history. It would have been cheaper for our sponsor to just hire a salvage team.
And why'd you agree to take it?
Funding like this comes once in a blue moon, and I wanted to see her up close.
This breach is from the impact with the ocean floor. Anything in here is going to be messy.
I'll keep my eyes peeled.
It's towards the top of the breach. Look for the flashing beacon. I really hope his briefcase is there.
Ah, I found a briefcase. I just need to pick it up by pressing the cross button to interact.
WJH. I think this is it.
Well, that's lucky. Are you going to open it?
No, not here. Assuming there's anything intact in there, it'll start degrading as soon as I open the case. I'll have to bring it back to the lab before we can take a peek.
Okay, you should put the briefcase in the Predator's storage then. Just open and close the menu again by pressing and releasing the info button. The briefcase will appear in the ROV's inventory as a selectable item, and you'll have your hands free again.
Right. If this is the last task for today, I'll head back to the lab now.
Yep, just return to the submersible and you can head up from there. I can't wait to see what's inside. Just remember what I said about these new ROVs. The range is only up to 15 meters. Just remember what I said about these new ROVs. The range is only up to 15 meters.
Just out of range.
Let's get you to the surface. Activate the autopilot and get comfortable.
Looks like I went out of range. We'll need to upgrade the transmitter if I want to go any further.
That was crazy. I wonder if we'll get to explore the very back of the ship.
Alright, I'll see you in about 2 hours.
Wait a minute.
Whoa, looks to be in good condition.
Let's get this cleaned up. This journal is pretty special. The pages seem to be a fabric paper blend. I think the desalination bath will leach out the salt. Then it can go into the PEG station before freeze drying.
I don't know how to do this.
Looks like a receipt for a telegraph sent on the night of April 14th.
That's strange. I haven't found any reference to one being sent. I wonder what it said. Here's our sponsor. We can tell her the news.
Hi, team. How are you both?
Hi, Gillian. We're doing great.
We've just finished cleaning the artifacts we found today. We managed to access Henderson's cabin and retrieve his briefcase.
Wonderful.
Inside we found his journal, a few personal items still in good condition. One interesting item is a receipt for a telegraph sent on the night of the sinking.
Oh, that is interesting. I didn't know William sent a message.
That's what we thought.
It's possible it wasn't sent, and that it's still in either the purser's office or the Marconi room. We're thinking our next dive should be to explore these rooms.
I know teams have searched the Marconi room before, But I didn't think the purser's office was accessible.
Yeah, up till now it's been off limits due to the size of ROVs, but ours is small enough to access it. We're hoping we might find the purser's record book, with the message listed.
As for the Marconi room, other dives have shown most of the furniture is deteriorated.
Oops, I think I went to the main menu. Oopsies, I did. We're gonna do this one because
Women and children! This way! Women and children!
Head for that ship on the horizon. Transfer your passengers and tell their captain to come at once. We require urgent assistance.
Surely they can see our rockets, sir.
If they can, they are not responding. As quickly as you can.
Aye, aye, sir. Quickly now! Women and children!
Quickly! The boats are leaving!
Daddy!
okay, I don't know how this all works. We'll play more later.